Hello there, hi, it's Julie Rothwell here from artyheaven.com. I am an encaustic wax artist and I am based in the UK. So those of you that have been following me for a little while now will know that I've got a group of us that get together. And the first Wednesday, we always make sure we make time for at least some creativity once a month, at least as a minimum. It's so easy to kind of let a month slip by and you suddenly think, oh, I haven't even picked up a pen or a pencil. So first Wednesday is our kind of stick in the sand, right, we're getting together. And I just think it's a really good thing to do. So I wanted to share that with you and see if that's anything that you might like to take on board as well. So on my social medias and on my newsletter, you will get a reminder in your inbox at the first of the month. And it's just that kind of, in the sand moment to say, have you created anything? So what that means for us in practice is the first Wednesday, I always have an open session here at my studio. So I'm currently open at the moment. If anybody happens to come in, I might need to cut short. I had somebody in earlier, but it's just nice and quiet at the moment. So I always have an open session in the afternoon where people can just drop in and get a bit of inspiration and find out a little bit more about encaustic wax. And then later on tonight, there's a group of us that have been getting together for a good number of years now. So these are people that have been on my workshops and they've got all the equipment, but they don't necessarily get time to paint at home. So they come to my studio and we get together on the first Wednesday of every month and we sit and drink tea or have a glass of Prosecco and just get together and create together, and it's just a really lovely thing to do. So I always like to kind of share that just to see if you can do the same thing but in your own, get together with your own friends or mum or daughter or aunt or whoever, grandpa, get together and create something. It's just a really good reminder to have a particular day in the month where you make sure that you sort of remember to do that. So I just thought I'd show you what projects I've got going on up here at the moment as well. So I can see there's some people jumping on live. So let me know if you've got any questions. And I think I might have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew with what's going on up here at the minute. Let me turn around and I'll show you what I've been up to. So I'm here at my studio. I paint with wax in a number of ways. So these are some quite small pieces that I've just pulled out. I'm having a bit of a sort out, and I'm going to be selling these smaller pieces off because I'm moving up in size. So I've been getting some of these pictures ready here. So these are quite nice little sort of 8x8 sizes. Let me take you out and I'll show you. So out in my kitchen, I've got all of these that I'm going to be filling and getting ready for when I'm back at the shop in Berkhamsted later in the month. I've got all of these larger sized frames that I will be doing as well. So I've been really kind of moving up in size, but I'm wondering if I've bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. So these are all done on paper and on quite a thin surface. But you can also paint on board as well and layer them up. So I'm just preparing a board for a 6x3 big, almost kind of panoramic-ish size. So let me stand back a little bit and you'll see the size of it. I mean, it's nearly as big as my table. So I've really kind of stepped it up quite a bit. So what I'll be doing there is gessoing. I'm going to put some encaustic gesso, give it a couple of coats of that, and then I'll be layering it up with beeswax and then adding pigments. This is all hard at the moment, but once it is hot, it will become molten, and that is going to enable me to paint layers on and fuse in layers, and hopefully create something quite special with that. So it's definitely the biggest size that I have ever worked on, so it's going to be a bit of a step up for me, but they say do something every day that terrifies you a little bit. So even on top of pressing live on this and sharing all of this with you, I seem to have really jumped in at the deep end. So if you're interested in more about encaustic wax and what's going on, how you can get involved, check out my website artyheaven.com. I've literally just announced a new monthly membership program as well. So all these kind of questions that come up regarding encaustic, it's a place to ask all those questions as well. And lots of online courses and all sorts of new things that are coming up at the moment. So if that's of interest, check that out as well. But anyway, I would just invite you to go and paint something. Pick up a pen. You'll feel so much better for it when you do that. And then I say I've got to tidy this up now. I'm going to get ready for the ladies that are coming in later, and I'll share some photos with you from that and what we create later on. Okay, hope you enjoy it. Take care. Bye.